I saw you with Francine the other day.
So,
Yeah, that was a great interview, by the way.
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Just being me though. But that's it, I'm just being me. I'm not
Yes.
doing something like different, I'm just being who I am,
Yes.
which is the excellent part. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my usual tip for the week, solution for the week from SaDon Long Solutions, and then we're gonna talk to you.
Ooh.
Wake up! My buddy Ty.
Working some long hours.
Here we go. And we're back. Once again, this is Dominate the Day, God's Way, and I am SaDon Long, your host. Well, as always, you know I give you a tip each and every week. And the last couple weeks, I've been doing a ton of coaching, a ton of staff development, and a ton of speaking. And what I've been seeing is we don't set clear boundaries or expectations. Now, what do I mean? I mean that most of us, when we meet somebody, whether it's in a business or whether it's in a relationship, we don't set a clear expectation. We don't come in and say, well, this is what I'm expecting from you, this is what I need from you, this is what I need it to look like in order for it to work for me. For example, ladies, you meet a man, and in the beginning, he does some things that maybe you don't particularly like, or he does some things that maybe you don't particularly agree with. Most women, and men for that matter, don't address those things immediately, don't address them up front. What they do is they just kind of let it go on and on and on to a point where they get really frustrated. And then all of a sudden you just spaz out. And now that other person is looking at you going, why are you acting like that? But what has to happen is when you first really start to get involved in a relationship, you have to say, hey, this is what I expect. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I need in order for it to be fruitful for me. Because any kind of relationship you're in, it should be mutually beneficial. So, for example, if you meet someone and you're extremely in the church, or you're extremely into your faith, and they're not, you need to be honest and say, well, I like to be in a relationship with someone who I can worship with, who I can pray with, who I can attend church service with. As opposed to meeting someone and feeling like this is my only chance. And because this is my only chance, I'm just going to hold on to it. Because what's going to happen is 5 months, 6 months, 7 months down the line, you're going to be attached to this person. You're going to be in habit with this person. And you're not going to know how to break those habits. But you're also going to be extremely unhappy. Because you won't be getting that love that you need, you won't be getting that friendship that you need, you won't be getting that camaraderie you need, because you didn't tell them you needed that in the beginning. So what has to happen is you have to have enough confidence in you, you have to value you enough to say, I deserve it. I deserve to be in a relationship with someone who I'm equally yoked with. I deserve to be in a relationship with somebody I'm agreed with. You know, I deserve to be in a relationship with someone I can build with. And if that person is not the person you're in a relationship with, and you guys can't come to an agreement, you can't correct it, then you gotta go. Because you don't know when your last day is, and you don't know when the time is going to come up for you, and you don't want to waste that time by not honoring yourself and being in a relationship with somebody who you can't move in the right direction with. It doesn't make them bad, doesn't make you good. It just means that we aren't on the same page. Same thing in employment. A lot of times we have these employees that we're frustrated with. I can't get them to do what I want them to do. They come to work late. But did we tell them in the beginning what was important to us? Did we say in the beginning it is extremely important that you be on time? It is extremely important that you hold yourself accountable? Or did we just kind of let them meander through the building for 3 or 4 months while we're just being upset, expecting them to know how to work the way we want them to work? Because see, in relationships on the job or in romantic relationships, people are just going on what they've always done. And if they've always done things a certain way, that may not be the way you need it. That may not be the way you need to be loved. That may not meet your need in employment. So we have to cut those relationships for the benefit of both of us. You know, because I personally don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's always tormenting me about something that I'm doing wrong, and I don't even know I'm doing it wrong. I used to be one of those people. I used to be a person that just expected people to know. But what I've learned over the last 10 or 15 years is that nobody's the same. The only way people know how to love you is if you first know how to love yourself. And then you could tell them what loving you looks like. So once you can tell them what loving you looks like, then you can hold them accountable. Then you can see if they really understand and they really want to be a part of it. And then the second part I was talking about is boundaries. You have to set a clear boundary. If you are a person who is sensitive, let a person know up front, hey, the way that you talk to me is unacceptable. It makes me feel like this. It makes me feel afraid. It makes me feel upset. We had a guest a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about she had been in a relationship where she was being abused, and the fact that men would talk to her with their hands made her afraid. So now you meet this woman, and you're talking with your hands like I'm talking with my hands right now, and you're causing her pain and anxiety. But if she doesn't tell you up front, you don't know. So we have to set clear boundaries. We have to set clear expectations so that we don't have to build a big wall later. Now that's my solution for this week. This solution has been brought to you by SaDon Long of SaDon Long Solutions, coaching believers to the best versions of themselves. And if you are looking for a speaker, if you're looking for a coach, if you're looking for someone to develop your staff, you can inbox me on Facebook and or Instagram, or you can go to SaDonLong.com and contact me that way. Now, each week, I promise you the best guest that I could possibly find. And God always sends me angels to really give you and me some encouragement and some help in moving along our path and getting close to our dreams. And this week is no different. Today I have someone who is not only fashion conscious and a fashionista herself, but she's a personal stylist, a designer, and a business owner. Sister's doing a whole lot. So what I want you to do, Dominate Nation, I want you to welcome Miss Lorna Moore.
Hello, SaDon, and good morning on this beautiful rainy day.
It is a beautiful, gloomy day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But that's okay. We always try to find the positive in everything that's happening around us. Is that correct?
That is correct. Now, I told him you were a business owner. Can you tell me what business you own? Let them know.
Wow, blessed and honored to say that I am the business owner, entrepreneur of Miss Elise, especially for you. It is a ladies' apparel, accessory, gift, and home decor boutique ministry.
Amen. Boutique ministry.
Boutique ministry.
So what do you call it that?
Yes. Well, it has evolved into that. When I first started about 9 years ago, should I say, it was simply a business. But through the vision and also just how He does things,
Amen.
It has become a ministry. There's so much encouraging and prayer and motivating and support from everyone that shops there. I call it a ministry.
Amen. Because I would imagine when people come in, you help them build up their self-esteem and you encourage them because they get their look right, feel comfortable.
Yes. But also with looking good on the outside, the most important thing that you know with being a faith-based coach is how you feel on the inside.
Absolutely.
Because we can dress you up and put you on the finest of clothing and you still walk out, and if your confidence and your self-esteem is low, then you're not going to give the best appearance that you would want to give, even though you're dressed in the finest.
So basically, you want to wear the clothes, but you want to wear the clothes in a way that makes you better.
Yes, always. One of the things that we talk about a lot at Miss Elise is enhancing your own signature style, or sometimes we have to help you to create the signature style. And with that, while we're dressing you and adorning you with beautiful things, we're talking about how do you look, how do you feel. It's important that you not only try to go with the trends or the fashions that's out there, but find something that makes you feel good.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So you said signature style.
Signature style. Once you find that, it doesn't matter what's going on in the fashion world. You can incorporate some of those trends, but if you know that you look good in dresses or particular type suits or a particular kind of a blouse or whatever, the neckline, the hemline, whatever it is, you just go from there and you enhance it and you work towards looking good in those types of things. So that's what I enjoy doing. When you come into the boutique, it's not about me trying to sell you anything that you don't feel good in or like. It's about finding what looks good on you.
So this isn't just the cookie cutter off the rack kind of stuff.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And not cookie cutter because, of course, with you being at the boutique, a few times you know that we have local designers. We showcase and feature local designers, be it in apparel, accessories, and home decor. So it's an amazing, one client calls it like a treasure hunt, full of unique and one-of-a-kind, beautiful things.
So how does a person start a boutique?
Wow. Well, ever since I was a little bitty girl, I had a mom and aunts and women around me that loved beautiful things. And so I would go shopping with them, and at that time, that passion for beautiful things just grew within me. And when I became old enough to decide what I wanted to do, I went to Indiana University in Bloomington and graduated with a degree in fashion merchandising.
Okay.
And I worked in corporate America for many, many years, but I always had a desire to do my own thing.
So what made you finally trust God and take the leap?
Woo, that's a big question. It took lots of prayer and lots of coaching from different people that I was going behind the scenes talking to, because at the time, 2008, 2007, we were changing leadership in the White House, and the economy was just probably at its worst in my lifetime, and it wasn't, to many, many people, the smartest thing to do, to go out, to quit something that's a sure thing, a great job, great position where I was in corporate America, and to do something that was not quite sure. But after praying, and I know that it was the voice of God that spoke to me and told me to take that leap, I took the leap, and I never, ever will ever regret that I did it.
Amen.
It's been one of the best things that I've ever done.
Trusting God
and stepping out on faith. We hear that all the time, but when you're the one that has to do it, and you've done it, and you've lived through it, it's hard to explain it. But everybody out there listening to me, if you have that dream, if you have a goal, you can do it. Just put your trust and your faith in God.
Amen. So what have you found since you started doing this?
What have I found?
Yeah.
I found that no matter how crazy the world may be, there's great people still in the world. I'm blessed to have some of the best clients ever, and I mean that. Ladies that walk in with great careers, all walks of life, different ages, sizes, colors. And that common bond, that common denominator, of course, is fashion. But once we get in and we're talking and we're having fun, you find that there's a lot of things that you have in common. So just blessed to have a business where I enjoy going to, and that I can make a difference in the lives of the women that shop there.
So it's really a sisterhood through fashion.
It's a sisterhood it's sisters supporting sisters. Like I said, there's a lot of great women that have awesome things going on with busy lives. So, we get together. It's amazing how God has had it to happen. It's not something that I try to do. It's just something that happens, and we support one another through businesses, through our families, through our outside events, and it's kind of like a fashion family, if I can use that term.
Well, that works for me. Fashion family it is. And we need more members of the family to come out.
Come on, amen, we do. And that's why I wanted to thank you, as I did earlier, for allowing me to sit in this seat, because I know there's been some amazing men and women that have sat in this seat.
Absolutely.
And it feels kind of good, by the way.
Yeah.
So thank you for the opportunity to be able to share about Miss Elise and some of the things that we're doing now and in the future.
Well, speaking of things we're doing in the future, you have some new stuff coming up very soon.
Yes, I did an unveiling a couple of weeks ago, and again, because I'll keep saying this over and over, after prayer and waiting on the answer and the timing being right, I decided to start an online boutique.
Okay.
Which was a big deal for me and a lot of my clients. I have clients that I've gained throughout Facebook and people that I know from different states that can't necessarily come in to Miss Elise and shop. So they've been in my ear for years about starting an online boutique, and I finally decided to take that leap of faith and to go right ahead and to do that. So we're hoping that this will be up and running mid-December. So you can still get some of that holiday shopping in. And when it's cold here in the Midwest and you don't want to come outside and shop in Highland, you can shop on your laptops and your phones and your tablets and still get the beautiful things that we offer in the boutique.
And be able to get you something for New Year's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
right through the new year, how's that?
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, so
you also do some personal styling.
Yes, this is something new that has just recently formed. It's a little side to business to Miss Elise. It's called It's About You, and it's a fashion consulting business that I've started, and pretty much I do it all the time, but I just decided to write the vision and make it plain, put it on paper, kind of form some things together, and pretty much it is personal styling. It's another business that I've been doing for about 3 years now called Shop Your Own Closet. Closet therapy, where it's an in-home consultation service that I go to clients' homes and I help you to organize your closets, put your outfits together, help you pack for your trips, vacations, go out and personal shop for things that you need, and on and on and on and on.
So what kind of person needs a personal shopper?
Anybody can have a personal shopper. It's not an expensive thing. You know, you think TV and the celebrities have personal shoppers. No, right here in Northwest Indiana and Highland, if you need a personal shopper, that would be me. Many ladies don't have the time to shop. A lot of ladies don't even like to shop anymore. It's hectic, it's traffic, I can go on and on and on. So I take all of that away from you because I enjoy doing it, and I go find the things that you need to enhance your wardrobe.
So once we find that specific personal style, then basically you just keep an eye out for things that fit that theme, or things that you already know that fit them well, or things that may enhance what they're trying to do.
Exactly. Many of my clients have been shopping with me for years, and when I find things in the market or when designers bring things in, I'll pick up the phone and call them. I'll text them and go, hey, I got this great new dress in that I know it's you. I have a new line that's coming in a couple of months. You know, let me sneak you some pictures, and if it's something that will fit in your wardrobe, you know, come on in when it's ready. So I do a lot of that.
And we sneaking pictures, huh?
Oh yeah, email, Facebook. I love sneaking pictures in inboxes.
Well, that works. So if you want the latest and the greatest and to get it before anyone else does, because I know you want to show up on Sunday with the nobody has this.
Oh yeah, that's a boutique shopper. A true boutique shopper is somebody that doesn't want what everybody else has.
Absolutely.
And again, I for those who have never visited Miss Elise, especially for you, when you think boutique, you think, oh, I can't afford it. We have affordable pieces. We have a convenient 30-day layaway that everybody uses because everyone's on a budget. No matter how big your pocketbook bank account may be, you still smartly need to budget your money. And so we help you with the 30-day layaway and with keeping our prices affordable for you to have.
So 30 days from now will put us right around Christmas time.
Right around the holidays, right in time for your events.
So I know there are a lot of local designers. So if somebody has something that they think is worthy of being in a boutique, how do they get in contact with you?
All they have to do is call me. My boutique line number is 219-924-4204. They can stop in and visit Miss Elise at 2235 45th Street in Highland. Facebook is a great avenue of communication. You can inbox me at Lorna Colette Moore. You can hit me on my Facebook page, Miss Elise, especially for you. There's many different ways, but pretty much what would happen after that, if you feel that you have an apparel piece or an accessory piece that's one of a kind, unique, quality, then we will set up an appointment, a personal appointment together, talk about what you have, and just take it from there.
Now that is awesome. So for all my would-be designers out there, for all my people who make jewelry or make dresses or whatever you make, pay close attention, because she's telling you that you could sit down with her and you might possibly be able to partner up on something.
And let me tell you, SaDon, just a recent success testimony, one of our jewelry designers, Gallery 82, Angie Brooks, joined the boutique in January and landed a deal with Carson Peary Scott a couple months later. So her jewelry is still in Miss Elise, but now it's in 5 stores throughout Carson, Peary, Scottsdale, Indiana, and Illinois. So we're celebrating her success. Many of the designers just want to remain here in Northwest Indiana.
Okay.
Some of the designers, it is their mode of living. This is how they pay their bills, and some of them just do it for a passion. They have another job, and and they're doing sewing and design and showcase. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for an apparel designer. I have an opening in the boutique right now for an apparel, a clothing designer. So if it's something that we're not already featuring, because I always like to make sure each designer is separate. If someone is making knit dresses, then if you're making knit dresses, then we don't have it there because everybody, I'm setting everybody up for success. So if it's something that you think you have that's unique, give me a call at 219-924-4204.
Okay, so we literally had someone come through your doors that now they're in Carson, Peary.
Carson. There's many, I've probably had 30 plus designers in my time in the boutique, and many of them have went on to do great things, moved to different states. They're really been successful, but right here in our own backyard, just wanted to shout out Angie Brooks, because she's at Carson's in our areas.
Good job, Angie.
Good job. It's something.
Exactly. So now we see all these beautiful clothes and all the glitz and the glamour, and you looking all good, because she does look very good. She's put together today, people. So with all of that, what's the hard part?
Ooh, there's a lot of hard parts, and I'm glad you asked that, because many ladies will come in and they'll just talk, and I always wanted to own a boutique, or I want to start a business, and the way that they're saying it, I sometimes want to say, are you sure you want to do that? Because it takes a lot of hard work, dedication, things that you have to give up. As I tell people all the time, it's easy to start a business. It's harder to maintain the business.
Amen.
We can all go out and get our business cards and our signs and say, hey, this is my new business, I'm selling lemonade. But to keep it going with the cash flow, with the inventory, with getting the customers to come in and to continue to come in is the hard part. And after, 9 years, it's still a challenge. It's still reinventing yourself, researching your business, your market. Find you a good mentor that's doing the same thing that you're doing, that you can bounce ideas off of, and ask those crazy questions that you might not want to ask that might enhance your business or what you're doing, and just never give up.
Amen.
Never give up. No, the times have been up and down in my business, up and down, up and down, up and down, and you just gotta mentally prepare for those down times, because they're coming. They're coming, and so that book, that Bible, that word, that passion that you started with, those are the things that are going to keep driving you to continue your business on when times are hard. You have to. You have to. And surround yourself with good, positive people.
Exactly. You run with some really positive people.
Love the ladies that I've been blessed to be a part of their lives, and them being a part of my lives. It's amazing, because you hear the cliches about women don't get along, or successful women are jealous of one another, or what have you, catty, and that type of thing. Well, if it's happening, I don't know about it. And I try to surround myself with positive people anyway, and I'm not a drama type person, and I'm always trying to find the good in everybody. So I'm just grateful to God that in the business that I'm in with women, that's happening, that the sisters are all of that, everything positive that shop there at Miss Elise. It's something. You know many of them.
Yes, I do. Shout out to Miss Emily Edwards. Shout out to Francine Bergans.
Shout out to Francine Bergans. Those were 2 ladies that connected us together. I've always admired your work and what you're doing, and if I've listened to your show and saw you on Facebook, and just wanted to tell you that you're doing a great job encouraging, inspiring, and motivating us to be our best our best. What did you say with the our best selves? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We want to get our best life, not just a life.
Come on.
Our best life. God wants us to be ahead, not behind.
Yes.
Above and not below.
Yes, I believe that.
Amen. Now it's almost time for you to get out of here, because you got to go open the store.
And we have an event today.
Okay, tell me about it.
I just want to invite everybody out to our 2 designers, one day only event. We're featuring Kelly Boyd of Passionate Expressions Jewelry and Stella Reed from Maryville of Nubian Concepts Designs. I'm actually wearing their pieces. I don't know if anyone could see that or all that, but it starts today from 12 to 4, and we have 20% off on their pieces, which is very, very rare. So come out and see what we do at Miss Elise, especially for you.
Now give them the address.
Thank you for letting me share that. The address is 2235 45th Street. It's in Highland, Indiana. It's 1 block west of Indianapolis Boulevard. We're right next door to a Fifth Third Bank.
Okay.
And we're open today from 11 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. We're open from 11 to 5.
All right, and if they want to follow you on Facebook, how do they do it?
All they have to do is go to Miss Elise, especially for you, like the page, and you'll see all the wonderful things we're doing this holiday. Every Saturday in November and December, there's something awesome happening at the boutique.
Amen.
Yes.
It has been a wonderful time.
It's been a pleasure, SaDon.
And it's
Thank
just
you.
gone right by.
Too fast, too
Amen.
fast.
And I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
So make sure you get out there today. Let them know you heard on the radio.
Yes.
You know, because we want to know that you're listening. And if you want to see me tonight, I will be at Westside. Doors open at 5 with Mayor Richard Hatcher, is also Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson, and Jesse Jackson,
wow,
and Louis Farrakhan. We are celebrating Richard Hatcher's 50th anniversary of his inauguration as the first African-American mayor in the United States.
That's the place to be, SaDon.
Exactly. It's in Westside High School. Not too late to get tickets. Doors open at 5. And don't forget, follow me on Facebook. I am SaDon Long. That's SaDon. Almost forgot to spell my own name. Really?
That's okay. We know how to
that.
spell it.
Anyway, SaDonLong.com or on Facebook, or you can just Google me. And don't forget, I'm a best-selling author, and my book is still available on Amazon. God Wants You to Dominate, God's Guide to Excellence Using the Bible. And until next week, like I always say, for those who have been given dominion, they were born to dominate. And I'm out. Have a great weekend, guys.
Have a great day.
To follow Mr. SaDon Long, go to
That's not easy, that one.
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Oh my gosh. I was just trying to say, okay, we're having a conversation. We're having a conversation. We're not on the airwaves. We're just having a conversation.
And that's what
That's what it feels like. You are so easy to talk to. Thank you so much.
And we talk about
mean
you.
that.
Most people love to talk about themselves.
No, I'm talking about my baby, Miss Elise.